welcome to News at 9. I'm your host, Rachel Frank. Here we have Professor Crooks from Cambridge University and Professor Howard from Oxford University. Professor Crooks, what is the boom cycle and how did it work in 1920s America?
The boom cycle is where more workers were employed to make more wages to be spent and more goods will be bought and so they could make more goods to be made, so then no one never stopped working.
Okay, and explain mass production.
Mass production was split into three sections. One was called standardization, then it was division of labour, then the assembly line. Standardization was a good thing because you did not have to train people and it was time and had to save time to have the same size and shape part of the Ford. Division of labour is not one or two workers working on a car. They divided the workers into individual work on one part. Assembly line was a good thing because they made a car in 12 hours to 1 hour and 33 minutes.
Okay, so after mass production taking place and all these new products were there, why did the demand increase for them?
Demand went up, then there is an increase of jobs, then there's an increase in income, then which led back to the demand, which is linked also to mass production.
Okay, now some questions for Professor Howard. How did the stock market work in 1920s America?
The stock market worked by selling shares of a company, so then people on the street could buy shares and own a bit of the company. And when demands and the price of shares were powered by the demand of the shares, and if the demand of shares went down, the prices could depend, going from $100 down to $10.
So with these shares, how did people hope to get rich through them?
They depended on taking a loan out at their local bank and then buying 100 odd shares of a company and then waiting on them for a couple months and then selling them back to the company and paying off their debt.
Okay, now a question to both of you. How is advertising performed in 1920s America and how is it effective?
Advertising was effective because of the prices and higher purchase.
It was many ways of they could advertise. They could use the radios or use banners at the time to advertise new products.
So you're saying the products they made also helped them advertise?
Yes, because they had high demand for them. So such as the Ford T4, that was a very good invention because people could get around.
Yeah, so what you're trying to say is these things are so new that people want them anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.